How's it going today, guys? In this video I'm going to be showing you how to install the Aimpoint ACRO P2 onto your Beretta 1301 Tactical using the Scalarworks SYNC 2 mount. I'm going to talk about these two a little bit before I actually get into the mounting process, talk a little bit about red dots and then your sighting system. So the first question is, why might you want to use a red dot on your shotgun? Well, just using an optic or a red dot on anything pretty much makes it better or easier. The main thing is being able to shoot with both eyes open, so I can use this and still have both eyes open and be able to see my surroundings instead of closing one eye off. It's just a little bit easier when you're using iron sights and you're trying to shoot with both eyes open. It's a little bit harder to focus on the rear and front sight. Also, when I have my red dot or my optic, I only have to line up two things, which is the dot and my target. With iron sights, I have to line up the rear sight, the front sight post, and then my target. So it's an extra thing needing to be lined up. Not a huge deal, but just making things a little bit easier. There was another guy who was wondering about if he should change out his front sight post. Now with this Beretta 1301, there already is a little white dot on there. So I don't think it's necessary to change out your front sight post, say to a tritium or a fiber optic like he was asking about. It is kind of personal preference. The front sight on this is removable, so if you do want to do that, you can. But I think that white paint on the front sight is plenty to see during daytime, and then if you need it during nighttime, if you have a flashlight on here and you click your flashlight, which you would most likely be using anyways in the nighttime, once you hit that flashlight, you're going to be able to see your iron sights just off the power of that flashlight kind of shining things around you. So I don't think it is necessary, but there is the option for that if you are trying to change out your front sight post to say tritium or fiber optic. Now if you are looking into a red dot, there's the reason I went with this, and there's a few there's not a lot of options on the market when it comes to a reliable red dot for a shotgun. So with a shotgun, because of the recoil impulse and just how hard of the cycling motion right underneath the red dot, how hard that is on the gun, you have to make sure you pick an optic that is extremely durable, because shotguns, especially 12 gauge shotguns, will destroy or cause failures with optics. So you have to be pretty careful what you choose. Me personally, I know a lot of people like to run hollow sun on here. I will not run those. I do not trust them enough in general, and I don't think they are durable or reliable enough, especially on a shotgun. I know some people who do run them. I personally am not willing to take that risk. So the only options it leaves you with is, say, an EOTech. Now with an EOTech, you wouldn't need this mount. You could just mount it directly to this rail, which is nice. You can save a little bit of money on a mount. The problems with an EOTech is weight. It does have a considerable extra amount of weight. The battery life is not very good on most EOTechs compared to something like this with 50,000 hours. And then also it raises your center line sight up considerably above the rail, to where you're getting more of a chin weld instead of a cheek weld, which is more important with a shotgun because of the recoil. So if this is the center line, or if this is your iron sights right here, you're raising your center line at least up to here. So you're raising it up at least an inch, which is a little bit of an issue to me. But the nice thing about EOTech, and which is pretty cool with shotguns, is the extremely wide window you get with the EOTech, and it is very nice to look through. I do like that about EOTechs, but they are durable and reliable enough to run on here. My personal favorite that I like to run on shotguns, or rifles for that matter, is the Aimpoint T2. It has a really nice and easy dial knob for brightness, and it has a nice round circle for your lens. So That is my personal favorite, and I put that on my Benelli M4, but this is a little bit cheaper of an option. This is still a great option. It's at least $160 less depending on where you get it from, so I was just trying to save a little bit of money going with this. Aimpoint is both very reliable and durable, so you're going to have no problems running the T2 or this P2 on your shotgun. Another option is the RMR. I don't like the RMR because you have to take the sight off to change the battery. That's a big no-no for me. I don't like RMRs for that reason, even though they are very durable and reliable. And then the other two options are the Trijicon RMR HD and the Trijicon RCR. Now the RCR is pretty similar to this. It's an enclosed emitter. The problem with those two is they are pretty hard to get. The RCR is starting to become a little bit more available, but the RMR HD I've still been waiting months to get my hand on for my handgun. If the RMR HD was available, because of size, weight, durability, and runtime, I would have chosen the RMR HD. Unfortunately, I could not get my hands on one, but if you can get your hands on one, that is the one I would recommend. It has a little bit bigger of a window than this. The mounting is a little bit different, which doesn't matter for this shotgun application, but that bigger window is a little bit nicer, and for a shotgun I don't think you need an enclosed emitter. Ended up going with this for a little bit cheaper cost than the Aimpoint T2. Still very durable and reliable. We have my buttons for brightness here on the side, and then my battery cap for the battery underneath. It takes 2032 batteries, and I did make a video on this, so if you want to see more information on this, go ahead and look on my page and it will be there. Now that's all I had for optics, but in regards to mounts, Scalarworks makes some of the most durable and best mounts on the market. These are extremely durable and they are extremely lightweight. It came with this T10 Torx key bit, and then the 2 screws I need to mount it to the receiver. And it's nice too, it even shows you your torque inch pounds that it needs to be in. But very durable, very reliable. They're really innovative, and they try to make mounts for just about everything. They have wonderful mounts, no complaints with them. You cannot go wrong with Scalarworks. So and also these screws already have Loctite on there. You can add a little bit more on if you want, but I trust Scalarworks, so I will not be adding any more for me personally. Now what you're going to need, this tool, the mount, the optic, the screws. You're going to want some type of torque wrench, like this Vortex torque wrench. This is my favorite torque wrench. I also made a video about this if you're interested in this. It's really nice, allows me to go down in 1 inch pounds, so I can get very specific on my torquing. And then you're going to need a small Allen key to take off your rail. Take this out, go and unscrew it. So it's just the 2 screws. And if you guys want to see more content like this, please like, subscribe, and share. It would really help out the channel. I'm going to be making a light video for this shotgun card, sling mounting options, all types of stuff for this shotgun. So I have my torque limiter set to 10 pounds. I need it set to 10 pounds to mount the mount to the Beretta receiver. Go ahead and place that right there. Just a little bit. Gonna go ahead and just barely screw that in, this other side in, and then once they get pretty close, I'm just gonna go back and forth. So I'll go back and forth to this one, and then with this torque wrench you will actually hear it click like it did there, and then it clicked. I'm gonna check one more time. Most things that don't have Loctite on firearms, you want to make sure you Loctite them. I like this red VC3. It's from Vibratite. It allows you to undo the Loctite so it's not like stuck on there. If you don't Loctite a lot of your stuff, you'll find later on that it's just on there falling off. Now with this, it needs to sit anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes, and then you can screw it in to the Aimpoint ACRO. Now that I let that dry for about 10 minutes, I'm just going to go ahead and put it back in there, thread it in a little. Now if you are using the Aimpoint T2, you don't have to use Loctite on your bottom screws, because the helicoils or helicoils in the bottom, the little spring looking threads, actually act as a Loctite in securing the screw. So pretty much you can see the notch goes right in the center there, and you want to hook it on there just like that. You'll feel it slide into place. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to push it all the way over towards this right side of the screw. So I'm pushing the entire sight towards the right side. I'm just going to go ahead and tighten this down. Just get it snug. Then once it's snug, you can kind of hold it like that. I'll just slowly turn it till I feel that click. There's the click. Do it one more time. All right. So it's pretty easy. One thing I forgot to mention on why I like the Scalarworks as well, especially for these shotguns, is what it does is it allows me to co-witness or 1/3 witness my iron sights with my red dot. So I can actually see these at the bottom of my sight, which is really cool. For whatever reason, if this were to fail, I could still use my iron sights just fine. So there's my iron sights co-witnessing with my red dot. And then you can actually just keep it right above so you're not seeing that rear iron sight. And since you can take that front post iron sight out, it will take away less of your picture, which I might end up doing with it off. Pretty clear. I think it's very nice. If you guys have any questions about this, feel free to comment down below. If you guys have any videos you guys want to see, if I have something in that category, I will try to make that happen. I have a ton of stuff I haven't been able to get to in regards to videos, so I'm sorry about that. And if you could leave a like, subscribe, and share, I would really appreciate that, and it would help the channel. So thank you for watching.